Welcome everybody to the aftermath. Hope everybody enjoyed the destruction of our Ronin Dojo 745 steel katana we just did out there. I think it held up pretty well. Keep in mind this is an older model katana that's been improved since then. Let's put this in a little perspective. In feudal Japan, it's said that if a samurai did not have the money to buy a good blade, he would sell his home, move his family to the country, and buy one. Well, this blade costs somewhere around $150. So, what, you have to sell your Air Jordans? A couple of Xbox games? Yeah. And I think we put this through a pretty fair simulation of at least a sword fight. Possibly a short battle. We checked the edge, paper cutting sharp. We cut up some fruit for fun. We cut some bamboo. I had the camera set wrong. You missed some good cuts on some bamboo, but you saw a lot more bamboo still. I cut some bamboo that big around, and it's hard, winter bamboo. Way beyond the capacity of what this sword should take. We saw no edge rolling at that point. So anything you want to put this sword through for backyard cutting or dojo use, it survived just fine. So then I got stupid. I started using it like an axe against a 2x4. I guess you could say it won. It beat the 2x4. Yes, the Kashira came off. Sword didn't fail. May have been a teensy bit. I'm not sure at that point if it had been or not. It did not get an edge roll. It did not dull. Like new. And then we bashed it against another blade, a harder blade, a 1070 differentially hardened blade. So we're talking about the edge on edge contact. The other one was probably 60 Rockwells. This one's about 50 Rockwells. We did a little side of the blade. Contact on the haw of this blade, and we also contacted the spine of the blade with the haw of this blade. And we perforated the blade up pretty good. It's serrated now, as to be expected. Then we bashed it against the side of a galvanized trash can that weighs roughly 80 pounds because it's full of dirt and debris and stuff. We thrusted that thing. We bashed into the reinforced rim of it. Got through doing that, we used a 5-pound engineer sledge, and we beat the blade down against the rim of that thing. We turned it sideways on it. We beat the side of the blade and bent it. We beat the spine of the blade. We beat the edge of the blade, and we beat the suka. Well, this thing went through more than you should have ever asked it to go through, and I think it survived pretty well. If you're like me, you're interested to see what happened to the suka after all that hammering on it, and the engineer's hammer. It had to have messed it up. It's just a matter of how much. We're going to take it apart and find out. Not much need to be gentle with this. At this point, now is there. Seppa, nice and undamaged. And see, this is what I'm talking about, even on this cheap old blade. That's Suba. Seated on so well. That's amazing. There. We got our backy Suba and our other Seppa. Okay, there we go. There's what the blade looks like. You can actually see where our orange we cut to etch the blade in just that short time. That's interesting. See the edge is curled, but you can see pictures of that. Let's get to the Asuka. There's our fushi. I've seen worse cracked Asuka than that on unused blades. Manuki. As you can see, I have to alternate which string I pull because the alternating wrap keeps it from just coming undone on its own. There we go. Wow. Samagawa. An extra Samagawa. And there's our Asuka. Not bad at all. It's cracked, but it's cracked along the seam here. You can see where I was bashing with the hammer here. It cracked a little bit right there where it's channeled for the Samagawa. The seam cracked open up here. And there's what the inside of our Asuka looks like. Channeled to fit the Nikago. And it's got some shavings for where they drilled the Makugiana. Well, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this first destructive test. Stay tuned. Next we're going to do the same thing with a Dojo Pro 1060.